I had the unpopular opinion again. Most people are probably usually like, why don't you just pretend to have the popular opinion so you don't get so much hate? It's a really bad idea to have the unpopular opinion. Well, like Dwayne Johnson always said,
I do know that, yeah, but that's no fun.
Rampage! I don't know what the heck that was. So Rampage is ultimately this film about a wolf, a gorilla, a crocodile. They all go big. There you got your plot. The movie you really have to turn your brain off for watching. And if you do that, you will enjoy the crap out of this film. You will be just like me. Yep, I said I really enjoyed this film. Granted, I am like a teenager. That's probably why I did. It's the Pacific Rim effect, okay? Okay, let's talk about some roles in this film. Dwayne Johnson, he usually plays the same guy, except for here he plays the same guy, except he doesn't. He's a lot more dark in this film, but he's still really good. Better than usual. There's this one girl in the film, you know, the girl that's in the trailer, you know? She's in it, and she's really useless. There are a couple moments where she happily is smart enough to know what to do. But overall, she's just kind of like, okay, what's the plan? What are we going to do? What's happening? Unless she comes up with a plan. That's when it's not that way. Also, another thing I really liked on Dwayne Johnson's character, he really has an interesting view on humanity. He hangs out with animals all the time. That's probably why. And I really liked the bond between him and George. Don't get me wrong, this film is really unbalanced at the beginning. It's just kind of like a dark, like kind of horror type movie at the beginning. Then it goes to kind of a more funny, campy movie. Then it goes to more of a, like, I guess, action movie. Then it goes to like a horror movie. It's just kind of unbalanced. Then we hit the third act. Then it feels balanced. Kind of just an inconsistent film. Also, other roles. Whatever his name is. The cowboy guy. The guy in the trailer, he's the one that goes, you got another one of your science experiments running around. Oh, you didn't know about the 30-foot wolf? He killed it! So let's talk about that 30-foot wolf. It was awesome. Seriously, when he started flying, I was like, the wolf was just so cool in every scene he was in. Like, So, pretty much, in this film, there's three, so you know that one block that lands in the sanctuary and George touches in? Well, two more blocks land, one a crocodile gets, and the other the wolf gets. And then when they go, then a bunch of troopers go to the side, and there's all these dead wolves, and they're like, one killed the entire pack. They go through the forest, and then they just see this massive wolf, like almost as tall as the trees. He's just running through that forest at like top speed. That was a great entrance to the wolf. That whole scene is just a great entrance to the wolf. And you really get to see the wolf when he jumps and hits the helicopter. Then you get to see the wolf in all of his awesome glory. I was never impressed by the action with George because he's just like a gorilla, like just punching things. He's not very interesting. I guess I'm just watching King Kong again, so I've never been too interested by a giant gorilla. It's never been that interesting. Also, this almost is like, I feel like this almost is made so they're like, we need to get, okay, real quickly, we need to get that on, they're gonna do a Godzilla versus King Kong movie. I want to get a Godzilla and a King Kong in a movie and make them battle. Can that happen? Hence Rampage, because, you know, there's a giant gorilla and this giant alligator. And the alligator's pretty much Godzilla. And the alligator's like 5 times the size of the gorilla, which doesn't make any sense. I actually think that I had this thought first and I was like, no, that wouldn't have worked. But if they made the alligator come from, they made the alligator, like if the asteroid thing, if the alligator was from the Nile River, maybe it would have worked. I don't think it would have still. But then, and another thing that's kind of weird is that, okay, there's this really cool scene where the first time we really get introduced to the crocodile is we see this huge thing going through the water, not in the Chicago River, but he's going through and he just goes under a boat and that boat just shifts and the crocodile's like, yeah, I just shifted a giant boat, you care? And it was very coincidental because, you know, how did the crocodile get there? Is there a river path from the Everglades to Chicago? If there is, just tell me in the comments. I don't think there is. And it's clear that crocodile's been going through the river. So yeah. And another thing I thought was kind of cool is when the scene in it where, okay, this wasn't accidental, it's kind of dumb. Okay, the dialogue in this film, it isn't that great. Isn't that bad, but it isn't that great. There's a scene in it where, so the crocodile is going into the Chicago River and they're like, there's something under the water. Like, we don't have any subs in the area. Yeah, no freaking crap. It's the Chicago River. I wanted to see the Trump Hotel get destroyed. Maybe there was only one really Chicago building there. I saw this film with my sister and she lives in Chicago. So yeah, so you just got to see her home get destroyed. Also, another thing that doesn't make sense is that, so the Willis Tower in the film's falling over because the base of where, you know how there's villains in this film, right? And their base is in the Willis Tower, which made no sense to me. Talk about the villains. God, they're bad. Okay, so there's two villains. There's this really loud, annoying idiot, and then there's this really, like, if Project Rampage works, we will create, like, she's just this kind of calm woman, but no. Their influence makes no sense! I guess they're, one thing was, one person said, their influence was they wanted to destroy the city for money. How? No. No, I think their whole thing was that they could sell the animals for money. Idiot. So they pretty much just draw the animals into the city, and that was so dumb, because it's like, okay, you want to draw the animals into the city. How are you going to catch him? It's not like you have a whole crew of people who could catch him. Also, I really did like Dwayne Johnson's bond with George. So, which is my favorite of action-wise, the three? The Wolf, by far. He just, there's a scene where he's on a bridge and he's doing all these things. He, does all these awesome things. He gets on top of this little tower and goes, oh! I think I'm not good at animal impressions. And I was like, that is just so cool. And just when he's running around just as fast as he can, it was so cool. Also, these things are bulletproof for reasons. That is very inconvenient. Also, another thing that didn't make any sense is that when the crocodile will bite on a machine, like one of the cars, and it'll throw it. Why? Crocodiles don't grab twigs and throw them. If a twig's shooting at it, it'll grab it and eat it. Yeah, that's logic. The crocodile was pretty cool, just running around, smashing everything. He was really slow, he was really cool. The Willis Tower scene, the Willis Tower falls over because the crocodile's an idiot, and it's burrowing through the tower. Like, why do you even do that? Guys, in the end, I had a blast with Rampage. I loved all the action scenes. It was pretty unbalanced, pretty much, not a very balanced film. But overall, it was very entertaining, very well done. It really did commit. The third act really committed. It was really fun. It gave me all the vibes from a dumb, fun film. I really, really want... Plenty of people didn't like this film. I really did straightforward like this film. It's better than Pacific Rim Uprising, but I'd still give it a 7 out of 10. A high 7 out of 10, okay? This weekend, I'm seeing a film. You'll see what it is, and you'll be like, oh, now I see what he's talking about. I'm going to kill a film this weekend, okay? Maybe if it's good, then no. Alright, see you guys next time.